today I'm going to be showing you a beginner's guide for every Koopa freerunning in Super Mario Odyssey. First one is Mushroom Kingdom. This one is probably the easiest in my opinion, and this is what I would recommend for beginners. You want to roll up here, then capture this, and then you want to shake, just shake a ton, and you should capture the other ones and get a pretty good time. But if you're not good at rocket flowers, then it's a bit harder to win. But I'll try to show you one way that you don't have to use as many rocket flowers and you can still win. You want to do the same thing, roll, but you want to keep rolling. So just keep rolling until you get to this and then shake. Keep shaking, or you don't have to, if you don't get that flower, it's fine, you still get 17. You only need one flower for that route. So that's how I would recommend doing it. You can though, if you want, roll over here to this blue mushroom and then get this flower and do the same thing. But yeah, I recommend those first two. Now, the next kingdom. Alright, the next kingdom is Cap Kingdom. This one is also easy, in my opinion. Probably the second easiest, but I'm gonna show you how to beat it. Alright, this is how you do this one easy. You want to run forward and long jump, then keep going forward. You'll walk on that rail, throw your hat before hitting, and then you want to go this way, like hold left a lot to just roll here. And basically what you do is you just roll. And you can get a pretty good time. Beat Golden Koopa easy. Yeah, 27, 8-3. Now, the next kingdom. Alright, this is the next Koopa freerunning. This one is a bit harder than the last two. The last two were the easiest in my opinion. So now it's gonna get a bit harder. Alright, so this one, you want to roll forward until you get here. Ground pound and hold forward, and then just when you wall grab, just press B. Keep going forward just like the Gold Koopa. You can do anything with this part. Long jump, roll. But then you'll want to come over here, go on top of the Odyssey, and then you see that part where it goes down a little? You'll want to go ground pound and then dive, okay? Don't bonk there. Keep rolling, following Gold Koopa. If you roll, then you'll beat them. With this one, you can long jump past most of them and win. So, as I said, this one is a bit harder. Alright, the next kingdom is Sand. Sand is also really easy in my opinion, and it's pretty easy to go fast. Alright, so with this one, you don't really have to do any tricks. You just gotta do wires, the little electrocution wire things, because they go all the way to the finish line. So, what you'll want to do is long jump will roll over here, go on this wire, hold forward so you just keep going forward and don't get stuck there. So yeah, and then you want to go to this wire, catch it, you can shake, you can just throw your hat. Shaking is faster, like with this one, you can shake. But yeah, you'll just go to this wire, and in this part, when we get over here, uncapture, roll, boom. Look at that. It's really easy and it's quick. Next kingdom. Alright, this one is pretty hard, in my opinion. I'm going to show you two ways. One that's easier, one that's harder but faster. First, we're going to do the easier way. So, roll over here. You won't jump. You just want to get this flower. And then come over here, get this zipper, unzip it, boom. And then we'll want to ground pound over and over again in the middle of this. And we'll want to go this way. So keep following. When these things pop up, just shake real quick and then keep swimming. These just get out of your way. How you swim, if you didn't know, it's just like diving. So and then you get this fish. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I got stuck on Dory, but yeah, keep going. And oh my god, no way, that's so, but yeah, come here, and then boom, up here, and then you'll want to long jump, or just super long jump here, then get this, dive, and you got yourself a win. This one is harder, like I said, it takes a while, 1 minute and 18 seconds it took me. I did bonk once. But now this one is harder, so if you're just new, wouldn't recommend trying this, I'd recommend trying the first one. But if you want to get a faster time, this is so much faster. Alright, we're going to take a completely different route. We'll go over here, and we'll triple jump, and do that. So that's the hard part. If you can master that, I'll do it again. I might not win, but I'll just run you through it. Alright, so like I said, run you through it. You start here, you want to long jump, then triple jump, and dive on your cap, and dive. That's all you have to do. And then the rest, just navigate the water without a fish. And yeah, I'm first place and I did that little trick twice. Look at that. Last one was 118, this is 106. And I did the trick twice so you can get an easy sub 50, sub 40, sub minute, like, yeah. But it is harder. Like I said, you can practice it out of Koopa freerunning if you want. You can start up here near the Odyssey and you can long jump, then triple jump. Sometimes you can wall jump and then do that. Yeah. Next kingdom. Alright, Wooded Kingdom is, you know, doing it fast. It's hard for me. But doing it fast, it's not super hard, but it's not super easy. Alright. So, with this one, you're basically gonna be doing what Golden Koopa does, but do it faster. So, you want to roll over here and jump off. You can super long jump or just dive, either one, or you can throw your hat to not, you know, honk. You want to come here, wait till it's lowered, and you'll want to know how to ground pound. I'll run you through this one more time after I'm done, and then you'll want to long jump, cat bounce, boom. Do that, and then you can go here. It's a 30-second one. Let me do that slower and run you through it now. Alright, I might not beat Golden Koopa since I'm gonna go slower, but this is basically what you'll want to try to do. So, I'll do the simplest route I can think of. Run over here or roll. You'll want to jump off here, and you can throw your hat before you hit. Boom. Keep coming up. Wait till this is lowered. Ground pound, ground pound, and then you want to get this up root. Hold up, and then uncapture and dive, or just uncapture and forward. Now this is the hardest part if you're really new, so you need to know how to do a super long jump. You'll long jump, just like that, and this. You see, I didn't beat Golden Koopa, but if you go faster than I did, then you will. It was close, and I was explaining it slowly, so. It is harder. I won't say it's the hardest. I say Lake is pretty hard. But it's probably the second hardest so far that we've done. Next kingdom. So the next kingdom doesn't have a Koopa free running, so we'll skip that and go to Lost Kingdom. This one, you know, this might be the new hardest. I'll show you two ways again. One way is faster but harder. Is a trick jump in it, which is a 0.5. So you can practice that for the Koopa free running. Also, wait. Can I move? Yo, glitch. Anyway, so I'll show you a simple route, then I'll show you the more complicated, harder route. You'll want to roll. Keep rolling. When you get to this bridge, jump over it, keep going, and then don't lower that staircase like you need. You gotta learn how to, yeah, for this kingdom, you're gonna have to learn how to wall jump and dive like that. Keep going. But you see, one part that's gonna be hard about this is you're gonna have to long jump over here and then jump like that. That's pretty hard. When I first learned it, it was hard. Yeah, but otherwise, it's not the hardest thing, but yeah, the hardest part is totally jumping around those things for me. You gotta like curve around, and then just wall jump up here, and you got a 57. Not the best time, but you beat Golden Koopa, and you got a power move. But now, my record's a 30, which isn't even that good, and it's 27 seconds faster. So I'm gonna show you what I do, but not exactly, since it's gonna be a bit simpler. All right, so this way is harder. Like I said, it's quite a bit harder, since you gotta do a 0.5 trick jump. So if you've never done trick jumping, then I'd recommend the first way. But if you've done trick jumping, then do this. So yeah, don't try to bump on that rock, but it doesn't matter. Then long jump, super long jump, ground pound up here. Well, you don't have to, but yeah, you can ground pound up here, do that. Then basically it's all the same, but you don't have to do that like thing, you can just walk over. But you see, I'm shaving off like 17 seconds from doing a 0.5 trick jump. So I recommend that if you know basic trick jumping. Next kingdom. All right, Metro Kingdom. This is gonna be the last one of today. If you want a part 2 where I do the rest of the kingdoms, make sure to subscribe, and I will do a part 2 with the rest of the kingdoms. All right, so you want to jump over here. You can just do it like that, or you can dive, that's faster. And then you'll want to long jump off this, throw your hat before you hit the ground, and shake or throw your hat, get there. Same here, just get the wire. And then up here, you'll want to run around here, and long jump, 30 had before, and boom, you got a 25. I'll explain that a bit better now since I did it kind of fast. So even if I don't win this race, I'll just explain it a little slower. Alright. So you're going to want to run up here and jump over, or like I said, you can jump and dive. And then come over here. You want it to be around here and just long jump. Throw your hat. You'll probably want to get it around 15 seconds, the wire. And then for this one, let me show you. You're gonna want to capture it, go up, and then when you uncapture it, hold forward and shake. Hold forward and shake, and you should get it. And then with this one, you can long jump to make it faster or just walk. Then finally, you can either ground pound roll or long jump. So I did the long jump, let me show you the ground pound roll. Yeah. So it's pretty easy, I'd say, like beginner. It's pretty hard when I try to do it fast though. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, subscribe if you want me to do a part 2. Right now I'm just doing like half the kingdoms, but if you subscribe, I'll do the rest of the halves. Goodbye.